Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Nguyen. Introduction. The book challenges readers to seek insight rather than external information, arguing that true transformation comes from within. It promises to help people find fulfillment, joy, love, and inner peace while improving practical aspects of life such as relationships, health, and career success. The key idea is that suffering comes from our thoughts, not external circumstances. Chapter 1. The Journey to Finding the Root Cause of Suffering. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Our reactions to pain determine our experience. While habits like meditation and exercise can help, the only real way to end suffering is to understand how the mind works. Chapter 2. The Root Cause of All Suffering. Suffering arises because we live in our thoughts rather than reality. Events themselves are neutral, it's our interpretation that causes emotions. To be happy, we must stop overthinking and realize that thoughts shape our emotions. Chapter 3. Why do we even think? Thinking evolved as a survival mechanism to assess threats. However, in today's world, excessive thinking creates stress and frustration rather than protection. Learning to redirect attention can free us from unnecessary suffering. Chapter 4. Thoughts versus thinking. Thoughts arise naturally and are uncontrollable. Thinking is when we engage with those thoughts, which is optional. Judging our thoughts leads to negative emotions. The key is to let thoughts come and go without attaching meaning to them. Chapter 5. Do we need to think positively to feel good? No, our natural state is joy, love, and peace. Thinking, whether positive or negative, interferes with this. The less we think, the happier we are. Chapter 6. The Three Principles of Human Experience. 1. Universal mind, the intelligence that governs life, e.g., how our body heals. 2. Universal consciousness, our awareness of thoughts and existence. 3. Universal thought, the ability to create perceptions of reality. Understanding these principles helps us detach from unnecessary thinking. Chapter 7. How do we stop thinking? We can't stop thoughts, but we can reduce thinking by letting thoughts pass naturally. The goal is a clear mind, which brings peace and joy. Chapter 8. Thriving Without Thinking. Peak performance happens in a state of flow, where we act instinctively without thoughts distracting us. The less we think, the more we can excel. Chapter 9. Goals, Dreams and Ambitions. Goals come from two sources. Inspiration leads to fulfillment and flow. Desperation creates stress and dissatisfaction. Inspired goals energize us, while desperate goals drain us. Chapter 10. Unconditional Love and Creation. Unconditional love doesn't need reasons, it just exists. Unconditional creation is when we create for the joy of it rather than external rewards. True fulfillment comes from pursuing feelings, not results. Chapter 11. What happens after finding peace and joy? Even after achieving inner peace, challenges arise. Negative emotions stem from the ego resisting change. Morning routines can help sustain clarity throughout the day. Chapter 12. Nothing is either good or bad. There are no objectively good or bad events, only interpretations. When we stop labeling experiences, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Chapter 13. How to Make Decisions Without Thinking. Intuition, not overthinking, guides the best decisions. Deep down, we often know the right choice, but fear holds us back. Chapter 14. Following Your Intuition. To live fully, we must stop thinking and trust our intuition. True clarity comes when we silence the mind and act from instinct. Intuition is a deep knowing that arises when the mind is quiet. Unlike thinking, which is based on logic and fear, intuition comes from inner wisdom. The best decisions come when we trust our instincts rather than overanalyzing. Key ideas. Overthinking blocks intuition. The quieter the mind, the clearer the guidance. Following intuition leads to effortless success and fulfillment. Chapter 15. How to Clear Your Mind Effortlessly. The secret to a clear mind isn't forcing yourself to stop thinking, It's allowing thoughts to pass naturally. Like clouds in the sky, thoughts come and go on their own. Ways to clear your mind. Be present, focus on now, not past or future. Let go of resistance, accept thoughts without judgment. Engage in flow activities, lose yourself in tasks like art, music, or sports. Chapter 16. Why you are already enlightened. Enlightenment isn't about acquiring knowledge, it's about realizing you already have peace within you. The mind creates unnecessary struggles, but beneath it, joy and clarity are always present. Key realizations. You don't need to become anything, you already are enough. Overthinking is the only barrier to happiness. A still mind allows natural wisdom to shine through. Chapter 17. Living life without thinking. The ultimate goal is to live effortlessly, without being trapped by thoughts. This doesn't mean you never think. It means you only think when necessary and let go of the rest. Principles of effortless living. Trust life. Everything unfolds as it should. Act from inspiration, not fear. Make decisions based on what feels right. Enjoy the present. The only real moment is now. Final takeaway. Peace, joy, and success don't come from more thinking, they come from less thinking. By quieting the mind, we align with intuition, act effortlessly, and experience life fully. Key takeaways. Suffering is created by overthinking, not external events. Thoughts are inevitable, but engaging with them, thinking, is optional. Our natural state is peace, love, and joy. Thinking disrupts it. The best decisions come from intuition, not analysis. Letting go of thoughts and trusting the present moment leads to fulfillment.